Hi there, I'm Eric Mills. Welcome. Have you heard about this awful rumor that is abounding that consistency is boring? This is so not true. Consistency is getting a bad rap. All kidding aside, consistency is a really critical element to successful messaging for mission-driven organizations. So that is why I want to take 3 minutes of your time to make the case for being consistent. All right, and so here are the two reasons. Reason number one is that it takes adults, it takes us 3 to 7 tries of hearing something before we actually absorb the information. So if you're constantly switching up your messaging across different channels and you don't get to that 3 to 7 tipping point, people won't remember you. That's a great big bummer, because if you're doing good, you want to get noticed, right? So they won't remember you. And the second thing is, if you're inconsistent, it erodes trust. So consistency can build trust. It can also erode trust. So I'm going to give you an example of one, how you can infuse personality across channels, be incredibly consistent, yet not boring at all. And then take a look at a specific example of an organization that, for me, kind of eroded my trust a little bit with one click of the mouse. So the first is, let's take a look at Kaboom. All right, Kaboom is an organization that has a vision that there will be a playground within walking distance of every child. A playground within walking distance of every child. All right, so this organization is about kids and fun. When you go to their website, kids and fun. Facebook, kids and fun. Their tweets, kids and fun. So consistent, and yet so infused with a sense of joy and personality that is never boring. Never boring. So if you want to get schooled in how to bring your personality through consistently, check out Kaboom. All right, let's jump over here to another example. So I played oboe growing up. I will tell you, I was not a very good oboe player at all, but I do have an appreciation for classical music, so I pay attention to the Seattle Symphony. And recently their tweets have just been great, right? So just full of personality, and I've been remarking on this and enjoying it and thinking, dang, I got to get back to the symphony. So recently, in particular, there was one that jumped out at me, and I won't get this word for word, but it said something along the lines of, Vierne played an organ concert and then went upstairs and died in the organ loft. How's that for devotion to your instrument? That's funny. That's funny stuff. So I click on the link, and I go from this full of personality, quite engaging. You know, if I were to describe that personality, it would be engaging, clever, witty. The link takes me to the symphony website, and in particular a page about an upcoming organ concert. So that was consistent, but it was a long piece, full of text. And if I were to describe the personality at that point, it would be very sort of cerebral, conservative, a little, staid. The difference between the tweet to where it took me was so vast, it left me wondering what the experience would be when I came. It eroded my sense of trust, and it made me sort of think, maybe I don't want to go to this because maybe it's going to be more like that second personality. Not like there's anything wrong with that, but the inconsistency was troubling in that way, right? So that's why getting good at being like Kaboom, bringing that consistency so that people, one, will remember you, and you use it as a way to build trust, is so critically important. So that is my case for dispelling this rumor that consistency has to be boring. It's not. It's actually really important. It can be totally fun, and whether or not you consider your organization to be fun or not, it can bring the personality forward of your organization in a consistent way across all the channels. Is this challenging? Yeah, it's challenging. You have a whole bunch of different channels. You have different audiences to bear in mind. Just use as your benchmark whether or not it's going to feel like it's the same organization with which someone is engaging, and that you're using, especially in the early stages of getting to know somebody, trying to engage them in your cause, that you're using consistent messaging, almost the exact same words, not always, topic for a different day on how you tactically do that, but some of the same words, at least, so that they get that mind share and they build up trust and they want to engage in your organization and your cause. Thank you for humoring me as I try to dispel this myth. I hope you'll check out Kaboom, and I hope you have a really fantastic day.